If your newborn acts like the crib or bassinet is a joke, you are not alone. Most babies are not born ready for a flat, cool, still sleep space. They spent 9 months in warmth, movement, and sound, so yes, this takes time. I'm Dr. Mona, pediatrician and mom, and I have professional and personal experience with the crib bassinet transfer as both my babies slept in them. Today we're breaking down why newborn crib transfers are tough, what's happening in their body and brain, and how to make the transfer smoother without pressure or guilt. And if you want calm parenting guidance that won't put you to sleep but might help your baby sleep, hit subscribe so I can tuck new videos into your week. Let's get started. There are a few reasons why the transfer is hard. Newborn sleep works very differently than adult sleep. A sleep cycle is the path the brain takes from light sleep to deep sleep, then back towards light sleep again. Adults have long cycles, about 90 minutes. Newborns have short cycles, about 40 to 50 minutes. Because the cycles are short, newborns spend a lot of time in light sleep, which has two parts: active sleep and quiet sleep. Active sleep is the twitchy, noisy, stretchy stage. This is the stage where parents think, oh no, they're waking up, but they aren't. Active sleep is completely normal. In active sleep, you'll see your baby kick, grunt, wiggle, smile, lip smack, and little cries that will stop. Do not interrupt active sleep if your baby is just making sounds. Pause and take a breath. Let them move through it. The only time to step in during active sleep is if your baby is full on crying or wailing and not settling. That's likely a true wake up. But soft sounds and wiggles, that's sleep. Quiet sleep is the still stage. Their arms feel heavy, their breathing slows, their body relaxes. That's your best window for a newborn transfer to an independent sleep space. Next is their nervous system. Newborns are used to warmth, movement, your smell, steady sound. The crib gives none of that. Their brain notices the change and becomes alert. And the startle reflex is strong in the early months. Any quick angle change triggers it. Arms fly open, eyes pop open, and the transfer is over. This is all normal biology. Next, separation is new. Your scent, your heartbeat, and your body help regulate your baby's system. Feeling okay away from you is not a newborn skill. It's something that they have to learn little by little. And yes, even though they aren't used to it, they can learn with gentle practice. This is not training. This is steady exposure. You are introducing a new space, not forcing it. Wake windows matter. If a newborn is overtired, it's going to be harder to get them to settle in a crib or bassinet. They may cry harder and arch their body. And if they're undertired, they won't settle because they're simply not ready to sleep. Watch both their wake windows and, more importantly, their sleepy cues. Sleepy cues include slower movements, staring off, red eyebrows, mild fussiness, rubbing eyes in older infants. I have a full resource on sleepy cues linked if you want a deeper dive. For newborns, you usually want them to be in deep sleep before a transfer. Later, when they're older, drowsy but awake can become more realistic. Drowsy but awake means relaxed body, heavy eyelids, slow blinking to allow them to associate the sleep space with rest, not wide awake. But newborns don't understand this connection just yet. And if this video is already helping things click, make sure to hit subscribe so the algorithm doesn't startle awake on us. Every family has different comfort levels, so choose what feels safe to you. I personally recommend a safe sleep space from a young age, which means keeping your baby on their back in their own firm, flat sleep surface with no pillows, blankets, positioners, or loose items. Just a fitted sheet and a swaddle if you want that. That setup keeps the airway clear and lowers the risk of unsafe sleep situations while you sleep. However, I recognize cultural practices may differ, but remember, safety is always the priority. And if you're wondering, how is it possible to get them into an independent sleep space, you are watching the right video. Now let's talk about something I call the cuddle quota. Newborns love closeness. It's how they regulate their little bodies. Expecting every nap and every overnight stretch to happen in an independent sleep space right away is usually not realistic. They need that closeness and connection. That connection helps them settle and makes learning the crib feel less like a shock. This is why your approach matters more than perfection. Here's what we did with both of our children. Overnight, my babies slept in their own safe sleep space while we were sleeping. That felt safest to us. It took some work and practice, but we eased into it. You can focus on overnight first, then add a nap later, or even just hold off on naps and keep them close during the day, like a contact nap. Any of these paths are valid. During the daytime, we did plenty of contact naps while an adult was awake and alert. They were cozy, it regulated them, and they helped us survive the newborn stage. This mix also helps babies get the closeness they need and the exposure they need to the crib. Because in order for babies to get used to an independent sleep space, they have to experience it in short, gentle ways, not all at once. So now that you understand why newborns struggle with the crib and you've filled their cuddle quota, let's talk about what actually helps in the moment. These steps aren't tricks. They're not meant to be perfect. They're simple ways to work with your baby's biology instead of fighting against it. Think of them as little adjustments that make the handoff from your arms to the bassinet or crib feel smoother and safer for their nervous system. And remember, transfers don't have to look the same every day. Some days your baby will settle right in, other days they'll need more support or a reset. That's normal. Step 1, wait for deep sleep. This takes about 10 to 20 minutes. Look for heavy arms, slow breathing, relaxed hands, a body that melts into yours. Oh, so adorable. This is your best shot in the newborn months. Step 2, keep your body close as you lower them. Keep your torso near them. Babies sense quick temperature shifts fast. Add a calm shh, shh, shh sound so the sound change is gentle. Step 3, lower in stages. Feet first, then their bum, then their back. This angle reduces the startle reflex. Continue to have one hand on their body and shh, 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 shh as you lower them. Option 2, lower onto their side. Let them settle with your hand on them, then gently roll them to their back, keeping your hand on their chest. Step 4, keep your hand on them. A soft hand on their chest or hips helps their nervous system feel safe. Add a gentle pat and a steady shush. Shh, 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 shh. Step 5, the slow fade away. Lift your hand an inch, pause. Another inch, pause. Let their body adjust before you fully step back. If you pull your hand back and your baby wiggles, takes a quick breath, or makes a tiny sound, pause. Don't jump in right away. A lot of newborns do these little movements as they switch between sleep stages, and it doesn't mean they're waking up. Give it a few seconds, and if they settle, let them be. If they stay a little tense or look like they're drifting towards waking, place your hand back down gently and use the gentle wobble. This is a small side-to-side motion with your hand still resting on their chest or hips. It mimics the movement they felt in your arms and even the rhythm they felt in the womb. If your crib has a slight rock, you can pair the wobble with that motion to keep things smooth. If the wobble brings their body back down to relaxed, try the slow fade away again. But if they move from light fussing to crying or wailing, that's likely a true wake up. Pick them up, reset, and try again later. This is not failure. This is just a newborn who needs a little more support or a slightly longer wait before the next transfer. And before we move on, I want to share something important about temperament because this plays a huge role in how babies handle sleep. My 2 kids could not have been more different. My son took to independent sleep early, and I honestly think part of that was his NICU experience. He had to sleep in an isolette. There wasn't one-on-one contact every moment, so he had a lot of early exposure to sleeping in his own space. That made the transition at home a little smoother. My daughter, on the other hand, she needed a lot more contact. She wanted to be on one of us all the time. And I still remember one night when she was around 8 weeks old, I was so tired, trying so hard to get her into the bassinet, and she just would not transfer. Because I was making the classic mistake of trying to put her down wide awake at an age where that just wasn't realistic. And I share that because temperament matters. Your baby isn't hard or easy. Their nervous system is simply wired in its own way. Some babies adjust to the crib or bassinet transfer quicker. Some need more contact and more support, and both are normal. But all babies can be taught this. The goal isn't to force your baby into a mold, it's to understand your baby and ease them into the skill at a pace that fits their development and your capacity. And if this video is lowering your stress already, hit subscribe. It's like giving yourself a little sleep sack of support. And here's what practice looks like. Start with nights and darkness. Darkness can help. It's often the easiest place to start with independent sleep. Contact to crib. Let them fall asleep on you. Wait for deep sleep, then transfer. Partial independent sleep, and then partial sleep on you. Let them sleep in the crib or independent sleep space, but if they're not able to complete that sleep session, it's okay that they finish the sleep on you, especially for naps. Drop the scorecard. This is not about perfect situations. It's about gentle exposure. So keep what works. This could look like crib at night and contact naps during the day, which is a very normal balance. And here's when to reassess. Check in with yourself if sleep feels stressful, timing feels off, transfers get harder, your baby seems overtired often, and you feel burned out. A small tweak can change a lot. And I have a newborn sleep workshop and courses that can help if you need it. Bottom line, newborn crib bassinet sleep is a skill. They aren't born knowing it, but they can learn with time, practice, and development. Your closeness is good. Crib practice or bassinet practice is good. Mixing both is not only fine, it's realistic. And remember, if you want your baby to sleep in an independent sleep space, it's better to teach them earlier than later so they can get used to it. If this video helped you feel calmer, make sure you hit that thumbs up sign and subscribe and share this video because that's how this channel continues to grow. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment below because myself and my team of medical experts are always answering your questions. I'll see you all next time. Happy practicing and happy sleep.